Why she loses interest after getting attention. She wanted you until you wanted her back. At first she was warm, engaged, curious. She leaned in. She responded quickly. She seemed genuinely interested. Then suddenly, she went quiet. Her energy faded. The spark disappeared, and you're left wondering, what changed? Tonight, we decode a pattern most men never see clearly. Why she loses interest right after she gets your attention. Asterisk, asterisk. This is FEMCODEX. Unseen Layers, Feminine Psyche. The channel where we decode feminine psychology. And truth meets you. Chapter 1. Attraction begins with possibility. For many women, the beginning isn't about certainty. It's about potential. The maybe, the curiosity, the mystery. Attraction is fueled by anticipation, not arrival. In the early phase, she's asking herself, who is he really? How does he think? Could I feel safe with him? Could I admire him? The unknown invites her imagination to participate. And imagination is powerful. But when you finally give her your full attention, something important shifts. The mystery dissolves. The chase ends. The energy changes from exploration to expectation. And if she realizes that what she imagined feels better than what is real, her interest begins to fade. Quietly, calmly, almost invisibly. Not because she's cruel, but because the fantasy collapsed. Chapter 2. Attention is not the same as attraction. Here's the truth most men miss. Just because she liked your attention doesn't mean she wanted you. Attention itself can feel intoxicating. It can feel like approval, like validation, like reassurance. Sometimes a woman doesn't fall for you. She falls for the reflection of herself that she sees in your eyes. She falls for the feeling of being seen, being noticed, being desired. So when you give her attention, she receives the emotional hit, the validation, the warmth. And once that box is checked, the emotional tension disappears. The pull becomes a pat. The curiosity becomes comfort. And comfort doesn't always equal attraction. Chapter 3. The Loss of Polarity. Masculine and feminine attraction thrives on polarity. Direction versus flow. Groundedness versus emotion. Mystery versus expression. But many men, once they feel interest, collapse their center. They overinvest. They chase. They respond instantly. They become predictable. And predictability without depth kills polarity. She doesn't pull away because you're kind. She pulls away because you disappeared. Inside your pursuit of her, your world shrank. Your edges softened. Your mystery dissolved. And without polarity, attraction becomes friendship energy. And she drifts. Chapter 4. Emotional safety versus emotional dependence. Most women want emotional safety, but emotional dependence feels heavy. If your attention comes from a grounded, full life, she feels drawn to you. If your attention comes from need, she feels responsible for your emotions. And when she feels responsible, she withdraws. Because now your interest isn't a gift. It's a debt. She senses. He needs me to feel okay. He needs validation through me. He needs my presence to feel valuable. And nothing drains attraction faster than obligation. Chapter 5. The Testing Phase. When a woman begins to lose interest after receiving attention, she doesn't always vanish instantly. Sometimes she observes. She slows her responses. She creates space. She reduces emotional availability. Why? To see whether your energy collapses. If you panic, chase, pressure, over-explain, she sees that your inner world depends on external validation. But if you remain grounded, calm, centered in your own life, her curiosity may return. Not because you played a game, but because you didn't disappear. Inside her approval. Chapter 6. The real reason she disconnects. So why does she lose interest after getting attention? Because the attention. Heavy check mark removed the mystery. Heavy check mark dissolved the tension. Heavy check mark exposed emotional dependence. Heavy check mark killed the polarity. Heavy check mark or fulfilled a temporary emotional need. And once that need is met, the story ends. Sometimes attraction was never meant to grow. It was only meant to remind her she could still feel desired. And sometimes it was meant to remind you to stay rooted in your own worth, with or without her response. Chapter 7. How Real Attraction Survives. Real attraction doesn't fade upon attention. Real feminine interest grows when she respects you. She feels emotionally safe around you. She senses grounded masculine energy. You remain purpose-driven. You don't rush intimacy. You don't abandon yourself in connection. You stay whole, because real attraction is not built on reaction. It's built on presence. Calm, grounded, self-led, unrushed. A man who is already full doesn't chase attention, and that stability deepens feminine desire instead of dissolving it. The FEMCODEX truth. A woman may lose interest after receiving attention because sometimes she wasn't looking for connection. She was looking for reflection. But the man who thrives in love doesn't crumble when interest fades. He remains grounded, present, rooted in purpose, because attraction built on mystery is fragile, but attraction built on depth endures. This is FEMCODEX, Unseen Layers, Feminine Psyche, the channel where we decode feminine psychology. Until next time, stay aware, stay grounded, stay true to yourself. And remember, real connection begins where need ends.